If you are seeking guidance with the saying of Kaddish, then I assume you are in pain. The loss of someone you love, someone central to your life, touches and impacts you in a way that you have never experienced before. I only hope that in some small way, this attempt to guide you through the saying of Kaddish helps you in the process of mourning, of finding comfort, and even of finding meaning in this most difficult hour in your life. Before beginning the Kaddish, I want to share with you a sense of what you are doing and what you are achieving when you say Kaddish. After that, I will tell you about the meaning of the opening lines of the Kaddish, and then we will say the Kaddish prayer together. You know, each of us is a synthesis of a body and a soul. We are both physical and spiritual beings. The body is our outer world and a more superficial reality. The soul is our inner world. The soul is the essence of who we are. As children, we are each an extension of our parents, both physically and spiritually, the body and our souls. It's critical that you understand the following. Kaddish is not a prayer for someone who has passed away. Kaddish is not a prayer for the dead. Kaddish is a prayer for the living that can achieve spiritual benefit for someone who has passed away. You see, Judaism understands that the world we live in, the physical world, is part of a much bigger reality. After death, when the soul leaves the body, it enters another realm, the world of pure spirituality, a world where the soul lives in the clear, pristine presence of God. In the next world, the spiritual world, the soul's ability to perceive and connect to God is determined by how that person lived in this world while he or she was a body and a soul. Once a soul is in the next world, it can no longer achieve. Rather, it can only be. However, you, as a living extension of someone in the next world, can contribute to the quality of a soul's experience of God in the next world. As someone who will say Kaddish, you are standing in a very lonely place. At the same time, despite your pain and the loneliness and the anguish, you are standing in the midst of the Jewish community. You are not alone. With Kaddish, you are saying that despite the pain, despite how lost and shaken you feel, nonetheless, you will acknowledge that there is a deeper underlying reality and a meaning to life. We may not understand all that happens, but as Jews, we always acknowledge that God is an ever-present reality, and that this transcendent reality is ever-present, even in the darkest moments. Let's look at the first two lines of the Kaddish prayer. We'll look a little bit at their meaning, and then I will recite the entire Kaddish slowly so that you can listen and learn to say it yourself. We'll take a look at the first two lines of Kaddish. The first line of the Kaddish says, Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. May His great name be exalted and sanctified. Ba'alma divara chiruteh. In the world that He created. You see, when one stands and says Kaddish, when one is feeling that pain, that deep sense of loss and even of being lost personally, nonetheless, we contribute to the ultimate purpose of what Jewish life and the Jewish people are all about, which is to stand in testimony of the reality of the presence of God in all things and at all times, even the difficult times. That's what we mean. That's what you will mean when you say Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. May His great name be sanctified and be glorified. Ba'alma divra chiruteh, in the world that He created. We as Jews always understand and always look at everything that takes place in life as an extension of God's will. We may not understand it. It may be very difficult, but we say and we know, and when we say the Kaddish, we testify that there's a bigger picture, a bigger reality.